My boss fired me for not being good enough to marry his partner's daughter. He dropped his glass at my wedding when he saw the bride. My boss Samer fired me for dating his business partner's daughter. He called me into his office with a smirk on his face. I heard you've been seeing Emily. That ends now. We're in love. It's not affecting my work. He laughed. Love? You are staff. We are elite. You don't get to date our daughters. Know your place. He handed me a termination letter. Security will escort you out. Don't contact Emily again. I was humiliated. Escorted from the building like a criminal. Emily's father pressured her to end things. She was too afraid to fight back. I lost my job. I lost my girlfriend. I lost everything because I wasn't born into the right family. But Samer made one critical mistake. His greed had created a powerful enemy. His ex-wife, Layla. They had divorced 3 years earlier. Ugly separation, public accusations. But Layla walked away with something valuable. 50% of the company shares. She was the silent majority shareholder. Samer ran the company day to day, but Layla owned half of everything. She hated him. He had cheated on her, humiliated her publicly, then tried to freeze her out of business decisions. She wanted revenge, but needed someone she could trust. Someone with inside knowledge. Someone Samer had also wronged. We met 6 months after I was fired. A mutual friend introduced us. She knew my story. I knew hers. We had dinner, then another, then another. We fell in love. Not because of business, not because of revenge, because we understood each other's pain. We both knew what it felt like to be discarded by Samer. While we built our relationship, I built my own consulting business. I studied corporate governance. I learned about shareholder rights. I learned about proxy voting. I learned exactly how to use Layla's shares as a weapon. After 2 years together, I proposed. She said yes. We planned the wedding carefully. Guest list curated for maximum impact. And we sent Samer a VIP invitation. He probably thought it was a joke. Some pathetic former employee trying to show off. He came anyway. Curiosity or arrogance? Probably both. The wedding was at a 5-star hotel. 300 guests. Elegant decorations. Live orchestra. Samer arrived with his entourage. He was laughing with his friends, mocking me loudly. Can you believe he invited me? The staff thinks he's somebody now. His friends laughed. They found seats near the back, ready to watch and judge. The ceremony began. I stood at the altar. The music changed. The doors opened. The bride walked in. Samer was checking his phone. He glanced up casually. Then he froze. The bride was Layla, his ex-wife, the woman he had cheated on, the woman he had humiliated, the woman who owned 50% of his company. Walking down the aisle toward me, Samer dropped his champagne glass. It shattered on the marble floor. His friends went silent. The entire room was watching. Layla smiled at him as she passed his row. A smile that said everything. We exchanged vows. We kissed. We became husband and wife. During the reception, I found Samer at the bar. He was pale, sweating, trying to process what had just happened. I handed him an envelope. What is this? A legal notice. As of this marriage, I am Layla's designated proxy for all shareholder matters. His hands were shaking as he read. Proxy rights for board meetings. Voting authority on all corporate decisions. Effective immediately. He looked up at me. You can't do this. I already did. Layla owns 50% of the company. As her spouse and legal proxy, I now control that 50% in board meetings. I leaned closer. You fired me for dating the wrong woman. Now I'm married to your biggest shareholder. How's that for knowing my place? Samer tried to grab my collar. Security intervened immediately. 2 large men escorted him toward the exit. He was screaming. This is fraud. This is conspiracy. I'll sue you both. I waved goodbye. See you at the board meeting, Samer. The board meeting was 3 weeks later. Samer walked in expecting business as usual. He found me sitting at the table with full proxy authority. The agenda had one item. Vote of no confidence in the current CEO grounds. Financial mismanagement and hostile workplace violations. Samer tried to adjourn the meeting. I overruled him. 50% shareholder authority. The vote was called. The independent board members sided with the evidence I had compiled. Expense fraud, harassment complaints, toxic leadership documentation. The vote passed. Samer was removed as CEO. Effective immediately. Security escorted him from the building.
Click the link on the homepage to watch the full follow-up for free.